This conference will now be recorded.
Hope my voice is audible to you people. So, may I know now what do you mean by marketing? Can anyone unmute yourself and you can let me know? So, let it be with the simple words.
So marketing basically means promotion of a product.
Okay, good.
Letting people know about something.
Very good, very good. Fine. So, the marketing word says that it is simple that you are giving a information about your product or services. Yes, Rakshita, the session is getting recorded. Fine. So, okay, sorry, I couldn't introduce myself. I'm Mr. Lokesh. So I'm teaching this digital marketing from last 2.5 years in the NICT, and I'm also working with some of the freelancing projects. So this is a short description about myself. So marketing means you can be able to say that you're giving a information about your product or services. So when you're going to give the information, in what way you're going to approach it. So as we all know that today the world is in the internet. So we are using this platform, the digital platform, to reach out to the people. So and this pandemic has become so much helpful to the digital marketers. Okay, so it could be for the world, it could be something like a sin, but for the digital marketer, it is a booming. So why it is booming? Because the people are there in one place and they are seeing the world through the digital platforms. So where the people are there the marketer should be there. So we can be able to meet the people through the social media account, or it could be any other kind of a platforms where we can be able to get make the people to know that. So what the product and services can be provided by a manufacturer or any kind of a business person. So as I said that marketing is giving a information through the digital devices. So we call it as a digital marketing. So what are the mandatory things which we have to follow with so that we can be able to reach our audiences? So I call it as a digital marketing process. So I'll be sharing my screen in which we'll be discussing today about what is digital marketing process. What are the steps to be followed with? So hope my screen is visible to you people. So can you type it as yes if you are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here we have a list of digital marketing process. So the first and foremost thing is visibility. So how do we bring the visibility? So as we know that people are there on the digital platform, is it the digital platform has been tied up with any particularly one thing? No. So there are a lot of various ways we can be able to be present in front of the people. So in that, the first and foremost thing is website. So is there any person who is there in this room who is running a business or their family business and they have their own website? So if not, you can type it as no. If it is yes, you can type it as yes. Okay, so that's fine. So at the end of the session, you can be, I mean, end of the course, you can be able to be a business person where you can be having your own identities. So surely we will do that. Okay, so website. So it is mandatory today that if you are going to say that you have a business and if you are not going to be visible on the digital platform, that means if you are going to have a 10-floor building and where it is going to be designed so well, so you have been invested a big large amount over there. But if you are not there on the internet, if your business information is not available on the internet, then your business is not alive. Okay, so the first and foremost thing on digital marketing process is bringing visibility of your business. So in ways, that first thing is website. Then website is not going to be at a free of cost, so you have to spend some money on that. So you have to buy the domain and to write the content and to display it on the internet. You should buy with hosting space. So it is not going to be at free of cost. But once you are going to create your website, so the people will believe that so this business is a genuine business. They start to believe, they keep the trust. Okay, so you can be able to create your own websites. So that we are going to talk about. Then one more thing, apart from website, there is something called landing page. So what do you mean by landing page? So website is a collection of pages in one place, whereas the landing page is a single web page. Okay, so let us see that what is the difference between these two pages. So let me go to the Google. So if I go to the Google and type anything, for example, if I'm going to talk about digital marketing courses in Bangalore, so we can be able to see the links over here. So let me go to this particular link. Okay, so if you are going to see this page, so let's see that whether this is a website page or it is a landing page. So how do I identify this?
Website page,
So
sir.
it's a website page. Okay, I'll take you to one more example. Okay, so what about this? Is it a website or is it a landing page? So even though answer is wrong, it's okay, but I want the response. So I'll show you this screen. Is it a website or a landing page? And I'll show one more screen. And you let me know that is it a website or landing page. Okay, so first one is website and second one is landing page. So this is a landing page. And the second one, what I'm going to open it, this is a website. So what is the difference between these two things was? So can you see here? So at the top, you can be able to see with the options. Okay, so where it is going to connect me with multiple pages. It's the same website. So suppose if I'm going to take it as hackathon page. So is that website has been changed or is it a page has been changed?
has been changed.
Is it a website or is it a page?
Page.
Yes. So a website is a place where you have multiple pages in one platform. Okay. If I go to this, can you see at the top, is there anything as a menu?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No,
So
sir.
landing page means it's
No,
a single one page. Landing page is one single page which has the contents what you want to show it to the people. Okay. Website is a collection of pages. Hope you people got the difference between the landing page and the website.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the next thing is blogs. So have you been heard about this word as blogs? Are you following any kind of blogs? So blogs is a place where people will write their articles. So even that also it is kind of a web page where we can be able to create an account and we can be able to write the articles. Okay. So you can be able to share that content on different platforms and you can be able to get the audiences towards your blogs. I'll let you know what is the intention of getting the audiences to the blogs. Okay, so our intention is mainly to get the audience to know about my business. So to make the people to know about my business, these are the ways where we can be able to be present in front of the people. So if you are going to use the internet, so these are the places where you are going to use it to check the websites, to check the landing pages, to check the blogs. So if you are running a business, you are supposed to have with all this the basic platforms you have to keep it ready related to your business. You should have your own website, business website. You should have your own business landing page. You should have a blog which is going to talk about your business. Okay. So the next thing is social media accounts. Is there anyone in this group who does not have any kind of social media account? So let me know which are all the social media accounts do we use it? Which are the social media platforms do we use it as of now?
Instagram, WhatsApp,
Okay, good. WhatsApp, good.
Facebook,
Very good.
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah, okay. Is there anything else we have left out?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, very good. So I'm
Telegram.
getting the answer also. Telegram, very good. So the only place where you are going to spend more than 1 hour, YouTube, yes. Okay, so these are the places where we can have our business profile account. As of now, presently, you are all using good Snapchat. Okay. As of now, we are using with all these platforms for the purpose of entertainment, for sharing our any information only to the known people. Whereas the same places where we can be able to turn it into the knowledge sharing, or it could be selling your product, giving the services platforms, that is creating the business platforms. But to create the business platform, it's mandatory to have the personal account on all these places. Okay, so by next classes I want you people to have the following accounts. So I want you people to have a Facebook account, because without Facebook personal account you cannot create with the Facebook business account. Okay, so please create it. So don't know what could be the reason. Either you want to hide with the people who are in the Facebook, or you feel it is insecure. So no worries. So everything is secure, nothing to worry. It is more protective. They are They are going to secure your data. Okay, so no worries on this. So you have to create it, because without creating your personal profile, it's not possible to create with the business profile. If you are not able to create the business profile, it's not possible to create the advertisements. So the purpose of learning digital marketing is how to meet the people who are nowhere our friends. So we have to pay the money to these people, and we have to create an account, and we have to create with an advertisement. Okay. So the first and foremost thing is Facebook account here. You should have it. And I think you all know that Gmail account also, it's mandatory everyone today. So there is no person who does not have the Gmail account. So even that also it's required. But my request is, if you people want to use your personal mail ID account, you can use it, and you can be able to create with. But in case if you feel it that you want to maintain a personal account separately, and if you want to use for the learning purpose of digital marketing, if you want it with any other account, you can create a new Gmail account, and you can create all the accounts like what I am saying now. So you can keep it ready with all those accounts. Okay. So first thing is Gmail account you created for the purpose of learning the digital marketing. With that you create with the Facebook account, and also with the LinkedIn account, then Twitter account, Instagram account also. Okay. So these are the mandatory accounts you are supposed to create it with, so that when we are doing with that particular concept, so you should be able to follow with the same. So at that time, if you are going to create it at last moment, if there is any kind of time it takes for verification, so if it takes more time and if you are not able to follow with, so then it will be a problem to you. So for that reason, I'm instructing you people to keep it ready for the classes with all this accounts. Okay. So social media account. So if you are going to have a business page, then the people are going to visit your pages, and there are chances that you can be able to get those people to your websites also. You can start to make the people to know about your other platforms also. Okay. So Kinjal has some problem. Okay, Kinjal, can you do one thing? When you are going to click on audio option, are you getting anything like audio connectivity? In case if you are not getting it, on the next to the chat box, you have an option called settings. So can you try with that settings option, where it will ask you to test your microphone? On the top right hand side, after the settings, sorry, after the chat box, you have camera and audio settings. You can click on that, and you can be able to choose with the option microphone and the speaker, and you can be able to test with that. So if there is any kind of connectivity problem is there, it will let you know. Okay. So kindly give me a minute. So Kinjal is finding a difficulty. So if anyone is possible to get connect with Kinjal through the mobile, through the call, so can you try to help her out? Yeah, Ina, can you try to rename your name with what name you have been done, you have been logged in with? So you have a three dots upon your name, which takes you to the more option, and there you have an option called rename. So do you find it? Ina, can you unmute yourself? Hello, sir. Ina is available. Is that my voice is audible to any one of you?
Yes,
It's
sir, it's
audible.
audible.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. So and make sure that everyone are going to get logged in with your own names, because so based on this names only I will be taking with the attendance. So then it should not be a problem to you people. So can anyone take a initiative? Check it out with the names, with what name you have been logged in. So in case if you people have been logged in with any other names, so please click on the option there itself in the screens where you are able to see your own names. So there on the top you can be able to see the three dots. On that you can be able to click on it, and you can be able to click on edit name and mail ID, and you can be able to log in with your name. Ina, are you online? So I've been logged in the name as Ashwini. And in case if the same names are being repeated, please make sure that you are going to add with your proper initial or your surnames. Okay, so please add it with your own names, so that it will not be a problem to you people at the time of marking with the attendance. Okay, so fine. So let's continue with it. If anyone has a problem, they can unmute themselves and let me know with what issues they are facing with. Okay, so now the first and foremost thing is in the digital marketing process, being visibility. So being visibility means, so being getting your profile, you are making the people to know about your business. So by creating your own websites, by creating your landing pages, by creating with the blogs, and also having with the social media accounts. So In the social media accounts, we will be discussing on the concepts like Facebook, Instagram, then YouTube. YouTube, you don't worry, the Gmail account it's enough. Then Twitter account is required. Then we will be talking about LinkedIn profile. Okay, so these are the social media concepts which we are going to be covering with. Okay, so let us make it sure that we are going to have all those accounts before we start with the coming sessions with all these concepts. Okay, so it should not be last momently you are going to create it, it does not work. Okay, suppose if you are going to create it and if you are finding any kind of difficulties, so it will be easy to us to solve it before itself, before we start with that particular concept. Okay, so any kind of questions you have it, either you can raise it at the time of while we are having the session through the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can be able to raise questions, or you can be able to put it on the WhatsApp group also, so that we can be able to sort out with your problem. Okay, so the next thing is in the visibility part, local guides. So either we call it as the local guides, or we also call it as local listings. Okay, so what is this local listings? Suppose if I give you an example that yeah, surely Aishwarya, I'll be listing out and I'll be sending it on the group itself in the WhatsApp group, so that you can keep it ready with all those accounts. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So what do you mean by local guides or local listings? Now, suppose if I wanted with a carpenter, okay, so let's assume it that I'm very new to this particular place and I'm not aware that who are what kind of people with who are very professional with that particular job. So if I'm not aware on this case, if I want the services from that particular type of servicemen, so how do I find it out? If I want a carpenter to do some works at my place where I don't have any kind of contact with my neighbor people and I don't believe them, so what is the way we can be able to get connected with? So how do I find a carpenter for my work, what it has to be done at my place? Can anyone try and let me know? You people take it as it's your situation. So in this situation, how do you find a carpenter for your work?
By using Google.
Okay, so in the Google, is that everyone who is going to do the carpenter work or electrician work, whether they can write it directly to the Google? So please give my contact number to them. I don't think so. We can give the contact details to Google directly. Is there any other option? Okay, so now if you want to get pizza immediately, from where do you get it? How do you get it?
We can
From the
order
food
from
apps.
restaurant or from apps.
Which is that? Which is that app? You people
Swiggy,
prefer it.
Zomato.
You people,
Zomato, Swiggy, Domino's app.
very good, very good. So if I want a carpenter, can I ask the Zomato people to bring them or refer them? Or similar kind, any other person or any other organization can give us Okay, so let me take it as an example. That is, if I want to get to know that nearby to my area, is there any carpenter is available nearby my place? So similar to Swiggy, Zomato for the food purpose, Urban Club, very good. Okay, so is it only Urban Club we have, Yuka? So similar to that, is there any other person who can give you the information? Okay, so have you heard about this Just Dial?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So Urban Club, uh, Just Dial, then Suleka, Yellow Pages. These are all the people who are called as a local guides. Okay, so where these people will be providing us the information as an audience. If I am a service receiver, if I am looking for someone who is going to provide a service, the particular type of service where I want it immediately. Okay, so in that case, these are the people who are going to give us a reference of those people who are nearby to my business place, or it could be to my residential place. Okay, now when they are going to give their contact number, it is not at the free of cost. They are going to give their number, and they will not collect it just like that. They will go to that place, working place, and they will take their contact. So these people, the service providers, has to pay some money to this local listings, and then they have to get registered under them. So whenever the people are going to looking for that kind of services, and they will not be searching it on the Google directly with the carpenter required. Okay, so we will go to the Just Dial, and we will ask them that where we are residing and what is the service we needed, and immediately they are going to list it out certain number of people's contacts, so that who are going to be very nearby to you, so that you are going to get the services immediately. Okay, so they are not going to refer it if my working place it is in the Jayanagar, they will never refer it with the Whitefield person. Okay, so it is all your business has to be registered in this local guides or local listings. So if anyone wants it, so if I'm going to register my business under the Just Dial, so if anyone is going to type it as digital ad agency, so they want services of digital ad agency. So the person who is going to be nearby to my place, who is searching for such kind of business or services, so the Just Dial people will list it out my name on the top. But it is not at a free of cost. You are supposed to pay certain amount for the different packages. Okay, so they have a different packages, but you are supposed to register your business with all these people. Okay, so these are the ways where we can be able to keep our business visible, either through website, either through landing page or blogs, having the social media accounts, because whatever the post profiles you are going to create it on the different social media platforms, so those information can also be available on your search engines. So the next thing is local guides or local listings. So keep your company registered or your business registered with your local guides or local listings, so that whenever the people are looking for the services or the products nearby, we can be able to get more priority, and we are going to get the business to it. So hope you people have been understood with the first step of digital marketing process, that is visibility. The second step, bringing targeted traffic. So traffic here, it means bringing the crowd. So how do you bring it? So there are three ways it says, that is inorganic way, organic, and referred. So how it could be? What are these three types of traffic? So how it could be referred, or organic, or inorganic? When you people are going to type anything. So if I want to search anything, which is that app do I use it? On which app I am going to type it the information so that I can be able to get the result immediately?
Google.
sir.
Yes, Google. So Google is a company which is providing with the search engine services. Okay, so how we are going to say that a Xerox copy? Actually, Xerox is a company which is giving you a service of printing a photocopy, but we have understood, we have made it, and we are living with that. It is a Xerox copy. So Xerox is a company which is manufacturing this machine which to print the photocopies. Same way, Google is a company which is providing the search engine services. Like that, there are many other companies also. So like Bing, Ask.com, Yahoo.com, MSN.net. So these are all the people are providing with the services of are able to hear me?
Yes.
Now, so hope now the voice is audible to everyone. Fine. So when you are going to type anything in this search engine, either Google or Bing or Yahoo, anywhere, when you are going to type anything, so the box where we are going to type it, so that is called as a search query box. Okay, and what we are going to type it is called as an keywords. So let me show you. So the place where we are going to write it, this box is called as a search query box. And in this, what we have been written here, so this is going to be the keywords. So the keywords which is going to be linked to the websites or to the any digital platform where that particular words what we have been written, it has to match with their content. Okay, so once you are going to get the results, so can we know that how many results can a particular screen can show? So whatever you are going to see here, these are all the results. Okay, so when you are going to type the keyword and if you are going to press enter, so the page what you are going to get it. So this page are called as SERP. So that is search engine result page. So how many results can be expected in one single page? So give me any number. So even though if it is a wrong answer also, it's okay. Let me know how many results can a search engine result page can give you. So is it one
15 to
result?
20.
Okay. So 15 to 20. Okay. So if you are talking about this numbers at the bottom, so this is not a result. So this is the page numbers. Okay. So these are all the results. So in every result page, there will be minimum 10 results to maximum 12 to 13 it could be. Okay. So within that 10 to 12 results, what you are going to see with, there are three types it says. One is inorganic traffic. So inorganic traffic means that is the result which is going to show with the word as ad. So you can see the word as ad. Okay. So if this word is showing as an ad, the result is showing with the word as ad. So that means it has been paid to the search engine and they are visible on your results page. Okay. So that how you can be able to create it. So this we are going to learn it in the concept of search engine marketing, or which we can call it as Google Ads. So hope understood. Okay, I'll repeat it once again. The place where we are going to search for any content, so it is called as a search engine. So when you are opening the search engine tool, what you are going to use the words, it is called as an keywords. So the place where we type the keywords is called as a keyword query box. Then what the result we are going to get is called as search engine result page. Once the result page it is opened, so there will be result of minimum 10 to maximum up to 13 or 14 it could be, but most of the time it will be as 10. Okay, so in that 10 results, you can be able to see there are three types of results you can find it. So the first two or three results, it will be there with the word as ad. Okay, so the word ad, it will come only when you are going to pay the money to that particular search engine to bring your website details or your profile on the top of the result pages. Okay, so then next, the second type of result what you are going to get it will be without word as ad. Okay, so the without word as ad, which is going to show the result. So this is called as an organic result. So if I want to know how to bring my profile information on the top of the result pages. Okay, so now my next question it will be, so lastly when I asked how many results, you have given the answer. So now my personal question to you people is, how many of them are using Google on regular basis? Type it as yes. Is there anyone who has used today also? Good. Everyone are using it. So especially for any kind of project works, so Google is going to be like a very close friend to us. Okay, so whatever we are going to ask, it will give some answers, but we have to see that whether the answer what I am expecting is it available over there. Okay, my second question is, so we know that everyone is using the Google. Good. The next thing is, how many results you are going to refer it, and you will end your searching. So as I said, in a single page, there will be minimum 10 results. Out of 10 results, or more than 10 results, if it is anyone is there, that's okay. But let me know that at how many results do you end with your search? So 5 to 6, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Good. Depends on accurate results we get. Okay. So 5 to 8. Okay. So thank you for the responses. Now, if you people are going to say that, so it depends upon the results, what you are going to search for and what you are going to get the results, and what is your expectation of content you are getting it. Okay, so that is when you are going to be very specific with that. So you might be in this way. Okay, so generally if you are going to search with it, so how many results you are going to end it with, Mithali? Okay, good. 2, 4, fine. So yeah, when you are going to see those results, whatever the numbers you have given, so it is a good, but I didn't find out any person who is saying that they are going for the second page. Is there anyone who is going for the second page result? No. Okay. So now it is answer that given by certain companies who have been done worldwide survey. So with all the audiences who are using with the Google or any search engines. Okay, it's search engine marketing, that if you are going to check with any results, it could be for anything, the maximum people are ending up within seventh result. So up to 70 to 75% of the people does not go to the end of the page itself. Okay, so they are ending up with 5 to 7 results maximum. So the highest results is within 3 to 5. Okay, so people are ending up over there. But if there are only 1 or 2% of the people who are going to the next page, whereas up to 10% of the people, they are going to the end of the page. Okay, so why we are talking about all these things? Because as a digital marketer, so our talent where we are going to put it is, how do we bring, see, as a audience, you people said you are going to end up with 4 to 5 or 5 to 7 results. Now, if I am coming into the business and if I want to bring up my business to be visible on the search engine, so that means I want my content to be listed on the top. So to be listed on the top means we have to follow with certain type of process. So by paying the money to the search engine, you can be able to bring up your business information on the top of the results by using the concept called search engine marketing. So the other word is Google Ads. Okay, so by creating the Google Ads, you can be there on the top of the results page. So that next thing is, so when I'm going to say that so this is an example of Google Ads. So this result I've paid it to the Google and I've bought it my business information on the top of the page. So the next thing is you are going to see certain results where which does not have any kind of word as ad. Okay, so we are going to make the result without paying any money, and we can be able to bring our business information on the top of the result page by following with the SEO process. So SEM stands for search engine marketing, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Okay, so you can be able to get your content either by paying the money, that is inorganically, or naturally on the top on the first page by following with the concept of SEO. So now, apart from these two type of presence of your content on the search engine, there is one more way where you can be able to pay the people instead of paying to the Google. You can be able to pay to the people who are having a good traffic. So here the traffic means audience who has a which website has a more traffic. I can be able to connect with those people and we can be able to bring our business page on the top of the result. Okay, so naturally if I want to bring it, I have to go with the good SEO, but I want to show that I want to make it naturally present on the top of the page. At the same time, I should be able to pay some amount to the other website where I have a lot of traffic, so that it will be there on the top of the result page. You can be able to have a mutual understanding between you and the other company, so where they can help you out to get your business details on their web page and they can drive the traffic towards your website. Okay, so hope this has made you to understand with this three types of bringing targeted traffic. Okay, so you can be able to get the traffic naturally, organically, and inorganically by paying to the search engine. And other one is refer traffic, that is nothing but it is a mutual understanding. Either by paying the money you can be able to be on the top of the page, or without paying the money also you can be there on the top of the page. So hope it has made you to understand with this concept. Is that clear? You can type it as clear. If you have any doubt, you can raise it. Okay, so could you please repeat the full form of SEM? It's search engine marketing. SEM for search engine marketing, SEO for search engine optimization. Okay, fine. So everyone have a look on the first and the second point of the digital marketing process. So meanwhile, I'll give you one small work to you people. We will have a 5 minutes of break. So in that break, I want you people to keep it ready with certain information. So give me a minute. So kindly be online. Okay. So can you people just open with our WhatsApp group and check it out? Did you people got any link over there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you people open it and can you feed it up with all the information what it is asking? So if you find it anything difficulty in understanding that particular thing, don't worry. So you can ask the question at the end of the session. Okay. So we will have a 5 minutes of break. So we'll be back at 6:38.
Sir, I'm not able to open the link, sir. Sir, could you repeat what you just said? Hi. What is this?
Yeah, thank you for being online. So good messages are. So there is a Google form sent on WhatsApp group. Open it and fill in the details. So you can be able to imagine your business. Okay. So it's either it could be your real-time business also. It's okay if you are already running with any kind of businesses. Either it is an online business or offline business also. It's okay. So, but I want you people to keep it a profile, a business profile. Okay. So you can just imagine and you can be able to add with the content. Okay, I'll give you time. So till tomorrow, you have a time. So before we start the classes tomorrow, so by the time you can keep it ready with yourself. Okay, so I'll be explaining on that at the end of the session. That is still 4 more types of digital marketing process steps are there. Once after finishing with that, yeah. So business account, I'll be talking Kinjal, don't worry. So everyone, so you can stop it as of now. So let's complete it with the process what we were discussing. At the end of the session, I'll make you understand what you are supposed to write it and what are the forms. So we'll see it and we will do that. Okay. Yes, Yuvika. That's what I'll talk about this. Give me another half an hour of time. Okay. Thank you all. And thanks to everyone that you people have uh, giving a responses immediately. So I'm happy for this. So thank you once again. So let us go with the process. So here we have been discussed about the visibility, how to bring our business. No problem. Divya, I'll look onto it and I'll let you know. So what is that? So we have been seeing that how to bring the visibility of your business through the website, landing page, blog, social media accounts, or so local listings. Then once you are going to be visible, in what all the ways we can be able to expect a traffic. So either you can be able to bring your traffic through inorganic way, that is by paying the money to the search engine, and you can bring the traffic, or you can bring it organically, that is without paying the money, by bringing your website on the top of the result page, and you can be able to get the traffic, or you can be able to get mutual connected with the mutual understandings. You can be able to get your business pages on the top of the result page when you are going to be connected with those websites which has more traffic. Okay, on that basis we will be discussing in a different various platforms. Okay, so the next part is, once you bring the people, what is that they have to do it in your web pages, or it could be any digital platform, either on the social media or on the blogs, or it could be on the website, or it could be on the landing page. So when they visit your any of your digital profiles, so the must thing is keep them engaged with your content. Okay, so the content, it could be in the form of text wise, or it could be with the image wise, or it could be with the video wise. Okay, so make the people engage with. So engaging here, making the people to visit with all your links. Okay, so try to interconnect it with one platform to another platform. For example, if you are going to put a post on an Instagram, means you should not make that person to just go out of your Instagram post. It has to get connected with your website. It has to get connected with your social media other accounts like Facebook, or it could be Twitter, or it could be anything else, or it could be a blog page. Okay, so try to make the people to get connected with your profile in either of the other ways, and let them get engaged and spend more time on your platforms. So this is one of the way where you are going to make the Google to understand. It's not only Google, any search engine, making the search engine to understand that you have a good audiences. You are having more viewable audiences. They are spending more time. So these are the process of optimization. Okay, so you can be able to create an image. I'll help you out how you can be able to create the posters. So through which platforms. So a single image can talk about 100 words. Okay, so you can be able to create your own images. You can be able to create your videos. You can be able to write a content. Okay, so when you are going to get the people into your profile, do not make them to feel it that there is nothing in this profile and they are going out of your profile, not spending more time. So average timing, make the people to spend minimum 10 minutes on your profiles. Okay, so that we call it as an average session rate. So keep your average session rate minimum of 10 minutes. That means the content has something unique thing which is not available with anyone else. Okay, so that we call it as a session rate. Okay, so maintain with average session rate of 10 minutes, and also make sure that your bouncing rate is going to be lesser. What do you mean by bounce rate? Means anyone is going to visit your any of your digital platform, and if they are not spending a time for 1 minute also, so that we call it as a bounce rate. Okay, so it could be any reason. So if the content is not correct, or cannot say it as correct, if it is something copied, a content you are going to add it on your page once, so it will be a problem in two ways. One is your audience will not stay for a longer time. Secondly, the search engines will block your page. The reason is it is called as plagiarism. So if plagiarism is found, your content, if it is found duplicated from other content or from some other places, so your account will be blocked, so you cannot be able to add your content on the digital platform. Okay, so don't copy it. Try to think in unique way. Convey your message in a different formats: text, image, or video format. Okay, so this is how you are going to keep your audiences engaged with. The next thing is conversion. So what do you mean by conversion? So making the person to buy your product. Okay, so first and foremost thing is make the visibility of your business, then bring the traffic, make them engage with your content for the longer duration, and once they are interested with your content, that means if they are engaged with your content, and that means they are happy with your content, they are going to get convinced with your content, and they are going to take a decision to take the services or the products. Okay, now if I have a two shops where the same product it will be sold with the same price, shop A and shop B. So what could be a reason can be found when the customer is choosing with shop B rather buying the product on shop A? Can anyone try to answer? What
Good
is the
customer service.
good customer service? See, customer service will be provided only after you are going to become a customer. See, there are the stages to become as a customer. The first one is visitor or an audience. The second thing is as a prospect. That means you have shown the interest, but still you didn't buy the product. The third is customer. That is, once you are going to buy with it, then you are going to become a customer to that company. Here, before becoming a customer, so what is that reason it could be made them to become a prospect to customer for the shop B?
Good customer reviews. Like if the previous customers leave good reviews, we are encouraged to buy the product.
Okay, it was before getting into the shop itself, we will see all these things, right? let's assume it both the salesperson are superbly they have
The host
handled
will
the
keep audience or whoever enters the visitor.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat it once again? Can you repeat it once again?
So like when we go to a shop, we should they should give us the credibility or the trust that we can buy their products. The way they talk to us and the way they tell us about the product and the way they
Yeah.
give us the credibility.
So at the both the places, the salesman people are wonderfully they have been performed. So the customer, the prospect was been very happy with both the places, the salesmen's, the way how they are going to explain with the product. So they were happy with all those things, but they chose with the shop B. So what could be your kind of expectations when you are going to choose it? So you have a shop A, shop B with same product, with same quality, with same price, but still you will choose the second shop rather choosing the first shop. Okay, good, Divya. So this is one of the way you are going to make the people to buy the product. Okay, so the answer I can see is giving something at free can be able to grab the attention of your prospect, and you can be able to convert it from prospect to the customers. Okay, what could be those freebies? So either they can provide with discount. See, I said that the person is going to charge you with same amount, I said, at the same price, but until and unless they are going to give something at a free. Okay, so it is every person on this world. Okay, I'm not saying that only Indian people or any other country people. So every person on this globe will not leave this chance that they will check it out whether the product is good or bad. They have their own type of resources, they can find it out. Okay, but when you are going to choose it, finally they are going to get, I cannot use the word as trap. So definitely they will be behind all this freebies. Okay, so that it could be in the form of discount, or it could be anything, buy one get one free. Good,
Cashback.
very good. Is there anything else? Good, complimentary gifts. Okay, so gifts or vouchers. So anything like what do you call AMC, that is annual maintenance services. Okay, so let's assume it with this examples. So anything you are going to give at a free of cost. Okay, so let's assume it in this also there will be a chances that people when they are going to sell their product, they are going to everyone might be trying it to give it with the freebie so that they do not want to miss with their customers. So, but again, it is not so easy to convince the person with one type of freebie we can be able to convince them. So they will be always asking with more the thing what we are going to give it. Okay, so that series of freebies what we are going to offer, that process we call it as a nurturing. Okay, we are making that person to find it. This is the right place to buy the product. So that is by giving with a multiple nurturing series. Okay, so we have been seeing that how to be visible on the digital platform, how to bring the traffic in a different formats, how to make the people to be engaged with our content for a longer duration. Then also we have been seeing that how we can be able to convert a prospect or a lead from a lead to customer. Okay, so these are the very important things. So when you are going to make the conversion, up to conversion business. So once after selling the product, conversion means it's a sales. So once the sales has happened, so then next, what is next? Measurements. So what is this measurements is related to? So measurements, it is going to be on two phases. So one thing is, what is that measurement you have taken it after the sales service? So that is, whether are you going to forget your customer who has purchased your product. So once they purchase the product, that's it. Is it like that we are going to do it? So we can say it as a proverb in the marketing field, do not hunt your customers, farm them. Okay, so that means you are not going to cut your relationship with your customer once you are selling the goods to them. So it is your duty that you are going to take care of their, in case if it is a new product, it has been launched by your end and it is not so easy to make use of it. So you should be able to get connected to those customers and you should be able to ask them whether they are able to use your product in a right way. Lot of time when we are going to buy anything online, so we feel it something it is a wrong decision we have been taken when we were not able to make use of that particular product in a right way. So we might have taken it a long time to understand how to make use of this. Okay, good. So we are going to ask for the feedback suggestions also, and as well as we should be able to ask them that whether they are happy with our product and they are able to make use of it in the right way also. Okay, so this is one part. So what is that measurement we are going to take it after the sales? So that is after sales service to your customers. So the other one is improving the process of sales. Okay, so that means by what kind of process I was able to convince a customer and I was able to reach my sales. So what is that duration of time did I started to market the product and the time taken to complete that sales? So is there anything we are supposed to make any changes in the process? So we have to take the measurements over there. So is there anything wrongly we are doing it? We are doing a time consumptions. So where unnecessarily we are going to follow with that process and we are not able to reach our target within the time limit. So we have to look in all the things and we have to improve it with the sales process. Okay, so this is called as a measurement. So the next thing is retention. So retention is retain back. Okay, so retain back of your existing customers. Okay, so the process of this I can call it as cross sales. So that means the customer who has purchased my product A should be able to convince that person. So it will be easy to convince a customer who is already a customer of us. So it will be easy to them to convey my product B, and we can be able to, chances are more over here where I can be able to make a sale of my product B. Okay, because based on our previous experiences, what they have been enjoyed with, and they have kept a trust with us, so that we have been solved their requirements, problems. Okay, so with all these things, I can be able to target my customers as my primary audiences always. So I can be able to sell the other product to the same customer, and I can bring them back as a new customer. Okay, so this is one way. The other one is prospects. That means the people who have been shown the interest but they didn't buy it. So this process I call it as remarketing. So that means I'm going to get back to those people and make them understand that this product, what we are going to come up with, it is going to be worthful to them, and also making them to feel it better by giving a different nurturing series. Suppose if I've been approached with a discount offer in the previous time, so this time I am going to say that if they buy this product, we are going to give one more product free of cost. Okay, so following with the different nurturing series, I can be able to make the sales to the prospects. Okay, so these are the important digital marketing process which we are supposed to follow with, and we are going to follow it in our coming classes. In what are the formats we are going to do with, so we are going to save it. So can you just have a look on all this process, and if any kind of doubt you have it on any point, so you can be able to ask me. I'll give you a 2 minutes of time online. So just have a look on all the process. Okay, so I've been asked a question that refer traffic. Okay, so here I can say that suppose if I have a website and I'm going to give your website details on my website. Okay, so that we can call it as a mutual consent, so that we can be able to get connected with ourselves, that whenever the people are going to visit my business website page, so they can also be able to see your content. Okay, I'll be introducing your business information on my website, so that whenever the people are going to visit my page, so I will make them to connect it to your website page. Okay, so that is, we call it as creating a backlink. Okay, so either I can charge you, or I can have it an understanding with your with us, that when I am going to put your business website details on my website, same way can you put it my business website details on your website, so that we can be able to drive the traffic from one website to another website. So it is like, at the mutual understanding, we can be able to do this. Either we can be able to pay for it, or certain places are there where they will charge you and they will bring your business details over there. They are called as a certain forums. So example, you can be able to make use of Quora. Have you heard about this Quora? Yeah, what is that it is used for? So what is this? For what purpose this platform is used for? Okay, so let me tell you. So this particular platform is used for the purpose of exchanging your question and answers. Okay, so if anyone is interested with any particular topic, yeah, so good. So the people who are going to have a questions, they will raise a question, and it is also the same place where we can be able to answer for those queries which we are being good knowledgeable about. So when you are going to write an answer about your interested questions, so at the end of the page, you can be able to give your profile link to them. So whenever the people are going to see with your answers, if they are happy with your answers, so they definitely they will follow with your business profiles. Okay, so this is a free way of getting references. So we are using the Quora as a forum where we are going to get the traffic. Is that clear, Yogita? Okay, welcome. So is there anyone else has any kind of doubt on any particular? Okay, so retaining back. So as I said, we are talking about the cross sales. So suppose if a person has purchased a, let me take it as example of um, electronic gadget as a what do you call for, okay, if you have been purchased an earbud from the particular company, and the same company is coming up with the mobile, okay, so they can be able to approach the same customers who has purchased with the earbud, and they can be able to convey the information about their new product which is coming with the mobile. So if that person is happy with that, okay, so I think it could be multiple ways of different. It is from earbud to mobile. It could be not right answer. I can be able to say that yeah, a power bank I can use it. Okay, so let's assume it the person who is going to buy the power bank from us. So for the same customer, I'm going to say that we have been launched with the earbud. Okay, so I can be able to make them to understand that how this particular product has been designed and how it is better compared to the any other branded. Okay, so since you are our existing customer, I can be able to give a 10% extra discount. Okay, so I can be able to give such kind of nurturing series, and I can be able to convert them and buy my another product. He or she was a customer of my power bank product. So now I am turning them once again as a new customer for my new product sales. Is that clear, Yuka? Yeah, welcome. Good. Is there any other questions? So let me take a 1 minute of time. Okay, so meanwhile, we will just check it out that how many of them have been filled up with my Google form. Okay, hope you people have been understood with all the concept. So thank you for everyone. So let me check it out. What all the things we have been given in the business avatar. So let me explain once to you people, so that by next class, before next class, you are going to keep it ready with all your business profiles. Yeah, hope this is the one. So if I want to see that who has all responded to this, let me check it out. Okay, good. So these are all the people. Okay, so this is fine. So thank you for all the people who have been, at least they tried before knowing what it is. Okay, once again, thank you to everyone. So there are many people who have seen it, but they were not aware on those things. But still, I'll just explain that what all the things I want you people to keep it ready with. Okay. So the first and foremost thing I have been requested you people create with your business mail ID. Okay. So the next thing is first you create with your personal demo email ID for using it for the digital marketing first. Okay. So the first part is email ID. That is generally what you can be able to create it at a free of cost. But I'm asking about the business mail ID. There is a difference between the normal email ID and the business email ID. You might have been come across with. So if you have seen any branded companies where they will be asking you to send a mail to their company's mail ID, which will be in the form of info@samsung.com, support@samsung.com, helpdesk@samsung.com. So have you heard about this kind of mail IDs? Is that anyone has heard about such kind? Yes. So when you are going to say that lokeshraj@gmail.com, so Gmail is giving you a free of cost of email ID, which you can be able to create it. But when you are going to say that you are a business person and you want to bring your business profile to those people, okay, so who has to trust on your business, so with a professional way of presenting yourself, okay, so it is simple. I can give an example to make you understand. So when you are going with a normal email ID, when you say that this is my company mail ID, abc@gmail.com, you can send me the mail with this email ID. Means it's like you are going and you are going to shake the hand to a person and you are going to introduce your business. But there is one more way where when you are going to meet with your client, when you are going to say this is my contact detail as a business mail ID as info@abccompany.com. Okay, it will be like you are going to give your business card and you are going to introduce yourself. So which is the right way of approaching to the audience? Is it by giving your personal mail ID, which you can be able to create it free of cost, or is that you are going to give the email ID which is going to represent your company name?
Represent the company name.
Yes. So it is not going to be at free of cost. It is called as a customized Gmail IDs. Okay, customized mail IDs. There are a lot of people who can give the services. So the Google itself, it is going to give it, which is called as a Google Suite. Okay, you might have been heard about it, but this is what it is. When you are going to present your business, you are going to present with your mail ID. Okay, so you might be thinking that so it could be a small kind of content which you can it can be ignored by, but you are not going to meet up the people who are consumers. They may not take into consideration, but you may also do with the business people. That is, we have two categories. As we know that one is B2C, business to consumers, and business to business. So you can be able to get any kind of this peoples. Either it could be a business to consumers or business to business. So when you are going to get a business to business, so it will be more profitable compared to with your business to consumers. Okay, and depends upon the business type also. Okay, so this is all about the business mail ID. Hope it was a very long explanation. Dragged it, but I made it understand. I feel it. Okay, so the next thing is first name and last name. It's mandatory that, okay, so when you people are going to write it business mail ID, you can take it as support@ or sales@ services@ with your company name.com. Okay, so you can be able to feed it up in that way. So what are the details you are going to give it? It is all imaginary details you are going to give it. So tomorrow, if you are going to be a business person, with what kind of profile you are going to come up with, so you can imagine and you can be able to write with all those things. Okay, suppose if there is any person who is doing a real-time business, they can give their real-time business details only. Okay, suppose if that person who is running a real-time business and they does not have the such kind of feature, just imagine that if you have it, what it could be. Okay, but I want everything to be filled up. Okay, so the next thing is first name and the last name. So it's mandatory when you are going to represent, when you are going to take information of your client, you have to take it with their first name and last name, because whenever we are going to communicate with those people, it is mandatory that we have to make it personalized. So we have to connect with them with their names. Okay, so for that reason, it's mandatory to know about the first name and the last name. Okay, now here you are supposed to give your business, your personal first name and the last name. Okay, so the next thing is business location. Okay, so I think I've been just I have to rearrange this. Yes, this form you are going to fill it up to assume it that you are running a business kind. That's it. It's an assumption. Fine. So business name, mandatorily you should give it. Then business location. So the place where you are going to operate your business, that is your business office, where it could be. Okay. So you can just choose your area from where do you want to operate your office. The next thing is business category. So that business comes under what kind of category? So my business, it's a digital ad business. I can take it as a advertising and marketing category. So like that, you can be able to take with your business category. The next thing is business description. If anyone asks about your business, what is that description you are going to give with? Okay, so how do you describe your business? I want minimum 100 characters to 150 characters. Okay, 100 to 150 characters we are going to explain about your business. Okay, so when anyone asks you what you are going to explain it, you can put it in the word. Okay, the next thing is website address. Suppose if you have a website, means it will be like www.abc.com. so that ABC is nothing but your business. Either do you want to use it as a .com, .in, .co, .in. So you can just imagine that you have been using your website address like that. Okay, so whatever you are going to write it, the same information we are going to put in all the profiles. Okay, so please make sure that you are going to feed up with all those things. The next thing is, here I've asked about the targeted audience. So suppose if you are going to sell your product, if you want to sell your services, to what kind of people do you want to target with? So you can be able to just give an imaginary details of your customer, how it could be. For example, if I'm running a coffee shop, I'm going to target the audience who are within 18 to 25 or maximum 30, 35. So that age people only are the people who are going to come over here, who are going to buy the product of ours. Okay, so like that. Then gender wise, then do you want to expand your business to different areas? What different areas? Is it all over the India, all over Karnataka, all over Bangalore, or any specific place in the Bangalore, or with any other countries? Okay, so you can be able to write me those places where you want to run with your business. Where is your customers? Okay, in which places do you find with your customers? The next thing is interest and habits. So if your product is something related to the food, so you can type it over, you can give it as a the people who are interested with the food. what do you call as foodies. Okay, so that kind of people are my targeted audience. So like that, you can be able to give it. The next thing is whether the targeted audience who has a background, whether they should be a student or entrepreneur or professional or employed, are your target. So you can select with that. Okay. So rest of the other links, what you have it, don't worry about these three things. You can leave it blank. Okay. But I want you people to keep it ready with at least with this informations by next session. The people who have already feed it up, don't worry. Okay, so you can feed it up once again and you can submit the form. Hope this has helped you to understand with what is that expectations I have it from you people. Is there any doubt on this business avatar form?
Sir, could you explain business category once again?
See, category, can I know what is your business, like what kind of business? It's your choice.
Sir, food like delivering food, homemade food.
Okay, so you can be able to take it online food.
Okay, understood.
Okay, so or it could be catering. Okay, so whichever the relevant to your business, so you can give that category name.
Okay, understood, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. So is there anyone else who has a question? Fine, you can take a 1 day of time. So we will end up for today's session. Hope you people were able to understand with the way I've been presented to you people. So in case if you have been any doubt you have it, any kind of suggestions, anything you want to share it with, you can put it on the WhatsApp group so we can be able to consider the same. Okay. So thank you all. Have a wonderful night. So we'll meet tomorrow at 5:30.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ma.